Isn't this brilliant combat, everyone? You just keep mashing the A button and everything dies.
Yeah, press A until it's dead. It's one of those games.
Press A and you win.
This ain't no God of War. Alonzo, have you played the new God of War games?
Not yet. I still got to play one, and the second one.
The original Greek games?
I didn't feel like paying the $70 for them or whatever.
Yeah. That's fair.
And I had a bunch of other games that I had on my list, and God of War was not on there.
I think it's like $9, $9.99 on PSN.
Oh yeah, I have the disc version. What I'm gonna do is play it unpatched. I just gotta turn off my internet so that way I can get the 4K 60 on the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, that's probably like the 4K. The performance mode 4K in Ragnarok looked pretty good on PS5.
Yeah.
So, even though it's not real 4K.
I played 16 has been my most recent play, and that was pretty fun.
Yeah, King K and Ryan are playing that.
You have to murder every single enemy?
Yes.
Or what?
You have to obliterate all the planets in this level in order to progress.
Gosh, we have all these switches still to find. There's 7 planets in this game, right?
You have to eat all the enemies.
You have to eat all of the Chaos Emeralds.
That's a different type of genre on DeviantArt for Sonic.
Yeah, for real. I saw Amy Rose earlier, and I was going to make another joke, but I decided we'll wait on that one.
Yeah, I had an ex-boyfriend who was into some pretty weird stuff, and did include vor, so...
Oh. Well, isn't that, consuming?
So periodically, each night I would eat him before bed.
It did involve some nibbling.
He would sleep in my tummy, and I would barf him out every morning.
Yeah.
No problem.
You can see why we're not still together, is the point.
What, you don't want to have to keep calling him your little nibbler?
They brought Futurama back recently.
They did. I haven't watched any of it, because I thought that I started watching the 2010 series. I don't really like it at all.
You've certainly made no... we couldn't just transition directly to the cutscene. We need to load you back into the hub world so you can walk up to Knuckles and have this pre-rendered cutscene play. Oh, God.
Is this game over yet?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, seriously.
Sonic Heroes right here.
That is kind of a neat... Like, oh, yeah, that's right. That happened... Except he was, like, on the paper in that...
Yeah, it was Eggman specialty
I love this animation of him that threw the fucking card at him.
Dropping the
iPad. It's like they couldn't be bothered to animate it properly, so they just... Because this game is the ultimate rush job. It's like a Shakespearean tragedy. Where it's like... Starting with Sonic Adventure, they tried to, like, beef up the storytelling and, like, the production values and do all this crazy shit in terms of gameplay. But it's like that hit critical mass with this game where, like, they could work on a rush timetable on the Dreamcast and 6th gen games because of, like, how relatively simple the hardware was. But the moment we hit, like, 7th gen, the games suddenly became too complicated for them to rush it out like that anymore. But they still tried to do it look at that low frame rate guy walking in the background. It's like 2 frames per second.
They always do that in the background here. Isn't it because of the weird shading and whatnot to make it 60 frames a second? They have to take all the processing power out from everybody else.
Well, they're under the assumption that you're not going to be paying attention to someone all the way in the background, so they can...
Well, yeah, so they don't...
Loading. But I do, because I'm a nitpicky asshole. I'm a nitpicker, as they call it. But we got to open the cave gate.
Well,
some people call it nitpicking. Some people call it nitpicking. I call it shit picking.
Okay, yeah, that's where I was going to go with it too. Yeah.
Oh, that's a reference.
Aspeg,
how about that?
Fecal fucker, shit-shaped anus brain.
Yes.
What do you think Aspeg is doing with her time now? Does she still have Mandy the Skull on her desk?
Who the fuck is it? ass bag again?
It was that lady.
Was my music professor freshman year?
It was like Deborah something, and she was your music professor. And you there was like a thing in like the planner where it said lunch with ... Deborah or whatever her name was, and you wrote in your calendar.
Lunch with ass bag.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there was the infamous dong waffle cross tabulation.
Yes, that one.
Yes.
Because I actually turned it in like that. It's like we were just farting around with a set of statistics and making a. Oh man, why can't? What the fuck is it called? It's in Excel. A cross tab.
Yeah.
Or
So Alonzo, remember the time you invented the phrase?
I named it percentage of people who have done schlong when it was supposed to be drugs. I renamed drugs to schlong, and I saved it and I turned it in like that.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So would you say that people who have done schlong, that tickles their pickle?
Yep.
Yeah.
Tickle in the pickle.
Which reminds me, Alonzo, I said that on Twitter.com
go uphill.
once.
Go uphill. You can go uphill on this thing.
It's like big rigs.
Wait, where did you post it, Mikey?
I posted it on Twitter.com, and people
where?
are like, Twitter.com.
Where?
Oh, sorry, X.com. But back then it was called Twitter.com. This is before that moron.
Back in my day.
This is before that moron with celluloid in his legs got a hold of Twitter and changed his name.
Do you know what he's doing now? Do you know what is happening to X now?
Oh,
he's taking away the block function,
which is
and then
funny
the community
because
notes literally said they can't do that, or else he gets pulled off the App Store because that's a requirement. But we'll see.
And to make matters even funnier, this morning he just blocked someone.
What do you know?
Like he says, it makes no sense to block somebody.
Well, I think he said he wants to expand the mute feature, which is an underrated feature. I use it all the time because some of y'all in the chat are annoying, and I don't want to have to listen to you tell me that I'm an idiot every day. But I know that if I block you, you'll just make a new account and start harassing me again. So I use the mute feature for those people.
Yeah, just message us at this email below that Mike is going to put down.
Oh my god, Gramps is chasing you.
Oh my god. We still need to play Mega Man Legends 2 on the show.
Oh yeah.
Which I own. And I
there
just
was a point in time I was going to buy it, but it's just game prices nowadays are so
I bought it.
Oh my god.
I forgot to press the jump button hard enough, so I guess I'm dead. But there was
I guess I'm dead.
And now we're dead.
There was I bought Legends 2 back in 2017 when it was only $70 or something, so I got lucky, sort of.
Still a bit much for that game, but
I've got the HDMI modded PS1 because Ethan kindly donated one of his consoles that was compatible with the board to me. Thank you, my good friend.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, move.
Here, keep talking my wiener. I have to look at these other PS2s I have in here.
Well, he's looking at his wieners.
I have been told that I give good so maybe you'll prefer that instead.
Because you're always in a weird headspace.
Speaking of which, have you played Omori?
Omori.
What?
Oh god, I know what you're talking about. Which one's that one?
That's the indie game about depression, quote unquote. One of the best games ever made.
Yes, okay. I have not, but I watched a playthrough of it. Yes, it's very depressing. It is. What if Earthbound was depressing?
That game is the reason I started playing a bunch of horror stuff. It got me into the genre, so...
Oh, yeah.
Bang. Hello. Okay.
Sorry about that.
Don't let it fall again. Alright, we're back. I don't remember what we were talking about before.
You were talking about fart holes.
Oh my god, that was like... It was like time slowed down. It's like that episode of Star Trek The Next Generation where the space-time continuum shatters because there were little eggs living inside the spatial anomaly inside the Romulan ships.
That's a reference.
Wait, is that TOS or what?
TNG.
Oh, no, I haven't watched TNG.
Yeah.
I watched an episode on free TV, on Pluto TV a few weeks ago where it's like they crash land on a desert planet and the guy wasn't carrying any water at all.
Oh, I've seen that episode. That was the last episode that had Wesley Crusher in it.
Who the hell is that?
That Wesley Crusher is the Doctor's son on TNG, and he was intended to be like the little kid character that he's supposed to be like the Will Robinson from Lost in Space, but he was annoying and the fans didn't like him, so eventually he got himself written out of the show. And that desert episode is his last episode as a regular cast member.
Oh.
He comes back for like 2 more episodes where he makes like a cameo appearance. Actually 3 more. And then but he's not like a regular like Worf and Picard and Troy and all that stuff.
I like TOS. That's the only one I've watched.
Yes, the terms of service are pretty good.
Terms of service are pretty good.
You remember that episode where they go to the mine and there's like a silicon-based life form that's killing everybody?
Isn't it the blob monster that's running through?
Yes.
Yeah.
I showed that episode to Hedgehog because he'd always make fun of me for watching Star Trek, and I'm like, okay, I've got a few episodes that you might like. So I shared with that Devil in the Dark episode with him, and he was like laughing at the sets and stuff. But the moment that the plot really got into it, and it's revealed that the Horta isn't a dumb monster, it's just protecting its children, he was like engrossed, which kind of shows the continuing power of that show.
Oh yeah, I mean, started in the 60s, and it's still a franchise that's branched off into today. Whoop, he's gonna fall off!
Oh no!
He's like... The physics are all goofed up.
So Eggman's evil plan is the Balrog from Lord of the Rings has been sealed inside of Princess Elise, and he needs to get
we're talking
it
about
out
Sonic
of her.
again. I mean,
let's just talk about
politics and religion instead.
Yeah, let's talk about politics and religion.
Okay, where do you guys want to start?
Oh no!
We're speaking about an individual character.
We're referencing the South Park episode where they make fun of Family Guy.
Yes,
and because the pot really enjoys calling the kettle black, which reminds me of that scene from Xenoblade 2 where Dromarch calls Azurda. He says, "Pot, meet kettle."
She's certainly exposing an awful lot of skin.
Pot, meat kettle.
You remember that part, Alonzo?
Yes.
Xenophobic Blade too.
Yeah.
Great game. You should play it. If you got.
I was going to say something earlier. No, I wanted. Let's talk about how Star Trek. What the fuck? William Shatner. How he's still alive somehow.
That was incredible.
Well, that's actually quite rude of you to say.
That's quite rude of you to say.
Oh, the fiddler on the roof.
I'm older than every other cast member. Yet I'm the only one who still is
and
alive.
Yet I somehow outlived Nichelle Nichols.
Well, you see,
and I smoked cigarettes. You could see it on my Rocketman cover.
You see,
the guy who played Chekhov outlived the guy who played Chekhov in the reboot.
Oh shit!
Oh, is Chekhov dead?
Walter Koenig is still alive, but Anton Yelchin is dead.
Wait, who's Anton Yelchin?
Okay, you know when they rebooted TOS, they rebooted Star Trek as movies.
Yeah, so they used some of the original cast, but not all of them, right?
So Leonard Nimoy was the only member of the original cast because it's like a reboot where they go back in time and refresh the timeline. And they recast all of the characters. So Chris Pine is Captain Kirk, Zachary Quinto is Spock, and then Anton Yelchin was Pavel Chekhov. So Anton Yelchin died, but the guy who played it on the 60s TV show, his name is Walter Koenig, and he's still alive. He made a cameo. He made a cameo as Chekhov's son in Season 3 of Star Trek Picard. And I'm sure this discussion is riveting for our home audience.
George
Now
Takei is still alive.
Yes, he is. That's right.
So it's only just those 3 left right then, isn't it?
There might be more, like... Do you remember Robo-Woman, Alonzo?
From
Oh, you can see his eyes. That's weird.
I should never have seen Eggman's eyes!
Oh, goodness.
What the hell is that?
That's what Clement said in his review. I know they're blue now! I should never have seen Eggman's eyes!
Dennis is right. You do only speak in references.
That is true, but we love him for that.
They've just been teleported by
No, we love him because he's gay.
Don't give it away, Ethan.
I'm actually pansexual.
I know you are, but it was
I'm just
funnier that
clarifying for the audience.
way. It was funnier that way.
I do want to say that Mike Pollock is great in this game, because he seems to be the only one who understands how bad the script is, and he's like completely hammy. He's like, rest assured, they're not dead yet.
He's just super campy.
Yes.
He's having fun.
And with its power, I will be able to control everything and rule the world.
Da, na, 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 na.
So,
Na, na,
I
na.
will be able to control everything and rule the world.
And rule the world.
Look at my fat guy garage.
This fat guy
Look at my
garage.
punch.
Oh, those are the feathers that Sonic the Hedgehog gave to her, didn't he?
He ate 50 birds and pooped out a...
Let me just staple these feathers to your hair so you have something to remember me by. Ow, you hit my scalp, Sonic.
all of Knuckles' animations look horrendous.
He's doing his best.
He just like fell flat there, didn't he? And just kind of like awkwardly robotically got
Long
up.
time no see.
Look who's here. I didn't expect to see you guys.
And Rouge has like a hooker smoker voice.
Oh, let me hear it.
Long time no see.
Long time no see, guys. How's it going?
That's
Did you
not
know
a
that?
smoker voice.
Yeah, well, she's like a sexy femme fatale voice.
with the smoker.
I don't know that's... You know what movie I just saw for the first time?
What?
this is the
Atlantis, the Disney Atlantis movie.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that since I was a child. Damn.
And who was the lady? The lady who played the old navigator. Actress is Florence something. That is a smoker voice.
Cloris Leachman?
How can we get back to our
No.
own time?
The actress that played the... Fuck you, never mind. Kiss my butt.
Gave up
You're
on
gonna
that
have
idea.
to look it up on. You're gonna have to look it up on IMDb because I might not know who that person is.
Yes, but that alone is insufficient.
Well, do you remember the old lady?
It looks like we need
The lady who's always smoking in the movie.
Yeah,
She's like,
she looks
"Commander."
like a lunch lady.
Commander. That one.
Isn't Milo Finch like a Gary Stu type character who's down on his luck at the beginning of the movie, but then suddenly gets his big break and everything he ever wants happens to him?
Yes, Milo Thatch.
Oh.
I like how you can remember all the characters' names. It's like, I remember the main character's name, even though I haven't seen it since I was a child.
Well, I didn't remember. You had to correct me.
But you remember the fact that his name was Milo and Finch is close to Thatch. Whereas me, I forgot everybody's name until you... I
forgot
don't remember...
Dennis's name until Mikey brought him up.
No, I forgot every single character's name except the main character. I didn't think of Thatch until you had mentioned that Finch. I was like, wait, Finch is wrong.
Is Tommy Lee Jones in that movie? As the commander?
I don't think so. Is Mikey J. Fox is the name, whatever. Florence Stanley.
Okay. Look up who the commander was.
Who's the fucking... The bad guy?
Yes, the bad guy who wants to steal the thing from Atlantis at the end.
For money.
Oh shit, we're still talking about Atlantis? I kind of zoned out for a second. I was listening to
This is the most people have talked about Atlantis since 2001.
I don't know, there's some artists that talk about it a little bit more, but not for the reasons of the movie.
Because they're all the characters...
Because of the sexy female ladies in the film?
Yes.
I don't even know.
What? All I did was hold up on the stick. Okay, so apparently I can't press anything, or he will die.
Hey, now I make fun of the Game Grumps for making the game look bad.
Hey, we're already
I didn't do it on purpose. Is the difference?
Yeah, Aaron, he does.
I pressed 4. I don't think they were necessarily doing it so much in this playthrough, but by the time they got to Adventure, yeah, they were making it look bad.
No, this is a lot of his gameplay as well. He just kind of does that. He's just kind of like not paying attention because he's kind of just.
Oh, he's terrible at game. He's terrible at. It's one of the most charming bits about Game Grumps, but also the most frustrating is that he's so fucking bad at games, and then it's frustrating when he complains about it. Then.
Yeah.
But it's like he's trying to do a show where they can't have any dead space in their voice. So there'll be something on the screen explaining exactly what to do, and 1 minute later he'll be like, "What do I do? This game sucks!"
Oh, he has to, because, you know, if there's too much dead space, Dan's gonna start talking about Scientology.
Scientology.
I was not expecting him to be a Scientologist.
He's not.
He is.
Or maybe he's fascinated with Scientology. I don't know.
I thought he was.
Since when is Dan a Scientologist? He's Jewish. And he married a Christian woman.
Yeah, he's already on the track of not giving a fuck, so...